They call Shai a free throw merchant. They say he lives at the line. But the truth is, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is crafting and is one of the most efficient, unguardable scorers we've seen in years. And he's doing it without the whistles carrying him, despite the narrative that he's a free throw merchant. Why SGA is not a free throw merchant? Let's get something straight. Drawing fouls isn't cheating, it's skill. But even if you think it is, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does not need it. He averages over 30 points per game, but less than 9 free throws per game. Compare that to guys like Joel Embiid or James Harden in their scoring peaks. They're pushing 12 to 14 attempts per night. Yes, I know we say that those guys are free throw merchants, but the narrative for Embiid, it wasn't as much as the hate that Shai is getting right now. You can go to any YouTube comment section, and it's all flooded with SGAs at the line right now. SGA probably shooting free throws while watching this video. It's ridiculous. He moves differently than every other NBA player, which is exactly why he gets the calls he does. Players like Anthony Edwards, they just drive to the rim, and they don't fall down easily. They're tough. That's why they don't get calls. Players like Shai are very slithery. That's why he gets so many calls. And it doesn't really make sense, because Shai, he gets called a free throw merchant when Nikola Jokic, who people love and glaze like their life depends on it, they say that he's not a free throw merchant. He shoots more free throws than Shai in the playoffs. We've literally seen Jokic jump into other players and fall down on purpose, literally jump into them to get the call, yet no one clowns him. If we're going to clown Shai for being a free throw merchant, then every NBA player, Giannis, Jokic, Harden, Embiid, all those guys also got to be called free throw merchants. He's not necessarily baiting the refs. He's cooking the defenders. His game is built on footwork, patience, and change of pace, the old school art of getting a bucket. When you're that unguardable, the defense is going to have to foul you. The same argument with Embiid and Harden. You just didn't foul, then the free throw merchant problem wouldn't be a thing. Oh, but because Shai is so unguardable, you have to foul to stop him. If they didn't foul Shai, he'd average 50. Because there's literally no way to stop him. He's too crafty. He's too unguardable. Okay, now let's talk about the bigger picture. The Oklahoma City Thunder themselves, the most doubted team in the NBA. Yes, they're the 1 seed. Yes, they won 68 games. But you could open TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You will see everybody glazing Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves like their life depends on it or something. It is ridiculous. They said Wolves in 4, and then they said Wolves in 5, Wolves in 6. Now they're saying Wolves in 7 because they don't want to give the Thunder the respect that they deserve. I'm a Heat fan. Most of y'all already know that. But so I'm unbiased to most of this. The Thunder and the Wolves, those are not any of my teams. I like Shai and I also like Ant. So I'm unbiased. But the disrespect that this Thunder team is getting is absolutely ridiculous. Again, those are none of my teams. I'm a Heat fan. But y'all gotta start respecting the Thunder. They have the best roster in NBA and a top 3 team in NBA history if they win this championship. SGA, MVP candidate, my opinion, second best player in the world behind Luka Doncic. Jalen Williams, all NBA third team, can become the best player on the floor when he's on. Chet Holmgren, a defensive unicorn, can space the floor, block shots, and create his own shot when Shai and Jada are on the bench. And the rest of the squad, Cason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, other Jalen Williams, Kenrich Williams, Isaiah Joe, the man who saved basketball himself, Aaron Wiggins. All great players. They have depth, IQ, defense, and unselfishness. This team plays modern, positionless basketball. Everyone switches, everyone moves, and everyone buys in. They've got a top 2 defense and a top 2 offense, and a superstar who is very, very clutch. Most of people say that, oh, Shai, he's not clutch. He misses too many clutch shots. He doesn't show when it matters most. The free throws aren't going to be called in the playoffs. He's hit multiple game-winning buzzer beaters and multiple tough shots, and he's clutch on the defensive side of the ball. Remember, Shai is an all-defensive caliber player. He can lock up your favorite player anytime he wants because of his switchability and his versatility. There's no super teams, no drama, and just pure basketball for this Thunder team. The Thunder are the future, and the future is now. People say, oh, the Thunder are a super team. Oh, the Thunder are so much better even when Shai is off the court. Yes, you have Shai, But you have Jalen Williams, who's an All-NBA third-team member. Only reason he's there is because a lot of players were injured this year and did not show up. Yes, J-Dub is an all-star. Shai didn't make the all-star team. Without Shai, they only have one all-star. Compare that to the Warriors, where they had Steph, Clay, Dre, AD. That's 4 all-stars. That's a super team. This Thunder team is not a super team. It's a well-built team with an All-NBA MVP candidate, an all-star, a great defensive, versatile all-star caliber center, and great depth and role players. That's how you win a championship. Why SGA is the real MVP? Look, we all respect Jokic, and we see what Luka's doing, but Luka did not make the 65-game requirement. But Shai is the real MVP, not because of the stats, even though they're elite. Not just because the Thunder are at the top of the West. SGA is a leader. He guards one of the best perimeter players every single night. He hits the game winners. He takes over in the fourth. He makes the game look effortless, and he has stats to back it up. People say, oh, Jokic is averaging a triple-double. Jokic has one of the worst defenses in the NBA, at the center position especially, which makes it even worse because he has to be the rim protector. He has to be the one guarding the rim. Teams attack Jokic anytime that they want. The argument with Luka Doncic, oh, he's also a horrible defender. But Luka is 6'7", guarding point guards. If he wanted to lock up, he could lock up because of his size on the defensive end. Jokic is the center. He has to guard other centers. He's getting cooked no matter what. The only time Jokic is any good is when he's on a small center. Even a small center like Bam Adebayo, who's 6'9", cooked Jokic on offense in the finals. Shai does all this with no ego, no complaints, just work. That isn't just a great player, it's a great leader, and that's what makes him the MVP. SGA is not a free throw merchant. The Thunder aren't no cute underdog story. This season isn't just all hype, it's dominance. And this year the Thunder are coming. And Shai, he's not just an all-star, he is the MVP.